Okay. Hello, YouTube watchers. It's been a while since I've been on YouTube and actually recorded a video anyway. But I'm here today to talk to you about Depo Provera and all the lovely side effects. And notice how I say lovely. They're not really lovely, if you didn't catch on to the sarcasm. But anyway, when you're on Depo, some people say, oh, Depo is great because you don't get a period at all. Yeah, well, guess what? It doesn't work out for everyone that way. For me, I had a period the whole freaking 3 months that I was on it. Yeah, not pretty. Okay, so anyways, if you have a boyfriend and you want to, you have a little, yeah, that ain't working out too well because you're on your period 24/7, and then after you're on your period 24/7, you don't know when it's going to stop because it's called breakthrough bleeding. So basically what breakthrough bleeding is, you might have it for 7 or 9 days and then it stops, and then you have bleeding for another 7 or 9 days and then it stops, and then you don't know when it's going to happen again. It's annoying. So, anyway, for me, I was bleeding from March through July. No, is that right? March through June. Yes, March through June. Then July, I did not bleed at all. Whole month. I thought my cycle was back to normal. Hey, it might be back to normal. Might not be. Who knows? But I will find out September 15th when I go to my doctor's appointment. Hooray. So, anyways. Or you can take a lovely ovulation test and see if you're ovulating. Or you can just wait it out. Because guess what? The people who I went to for my, a women's clinic, people I went to for the Depo shot, I called them back and I said, I don't think my cycle is back to normal. This is happening, that's happening, this and that and the other. And they're like, hey, guess what? It's like that. It's different for everyone. Guess what? You're just going to have to wait it out. Who wants to wait it out? Do you know what else comes along besides like heavy bleeding 24/7, or maybe you're one of the lucky ones who gets no period at all for the whole 3 months? Yeah, that doesn't happen to everyone. So, anyway, the other thing that happens, mood swings. Okay, you thought mood swings were bad on periods? Yeah, guess what? 10 times worse on Depo. Okay, me, when I'm on my period, I'm like, crying for no apparent reason, don't even know why I'm crying, okay? That's called hormones, okay? Yeah, when you're on Depo, it like intensifies all the way. More than you could have thought. So anyways, with that in mind, yes, okay, I'm like a little nervous about talking, I don't know why, but I guess because, like I said, I haven't done one of these YouTube videos in forever, but yeah, so, your hormones go all out of whack. If there's guys who's watching this for whatever reason, and you thought your girlfriend was crazy on her period, yeah. You say, oh yeah, honey, go on Depo because you won't have a period. Yeah. Well, guess what? Her hormones and all her, whatever you think is crazy, is going to go 10 times more than what you thought was crazy on her period. So, anyways, what happened to me while I was on my period, not on my period, on Depo, was I would get bitchy for no reason, or I'd cry for no reason, or simply just climb under my covers and not want to go anywhere and be depressed. Or, another example, boyfriend takes me out to dinner, and I really did appreciate it and have fun with him, but I didn't act like it, I didn't look like it, because I'm sorry to say, but I blame this on Depo. And it really is on Depo. But then, after 3 months, March, April, May, June, all of a sudden July, when I didn't have the crazy Depo side effects and whatnot, I was back to my normal self. I was happy again. I was, showing that I was happy again. I wasn't climbing under my covers and acting like the world was going to end because I was depressed. And I'm not a normal person or to get depressed before I was on Depo. I was a happy-go-lucky person, all around. Love my job, love my boyfriend, love my family. Don't come from like a depressed background or something. But on Depo, it was like, killed it. So anyways, what else does Depo do besides, mood swings and maybe being on your period 24/7? Other thing is, weight gain. Yeah, isn't that lovely? So, you trying to lose weight, go on a diet or whatever, and then you get on Depo? Yeah, not a good plan. I mean, yeah, you can control your eating. People make up all sorts of excuses for not being able to eat well, not being able to diet or whatever, and then, pregnancy or blame it on Depo, whatever. But really, Depo does make you gain weight. And from my experience, I craved junk food while I was on Depo. I wanted much chocolate and cookies and all this other crap, and it's like, why do I want junk food? Like, yeah, sure, I eat junk food here and there, but when the whole 3 months that I was on Depo, it was like, as soon as I got off of work, I had to go to the gas station and get cookies, or I had to go and get potato chips, or I had to go get whatever. But then, when I got off of Depo, it was like, what? I didn't even want that, I didn't even want that craving anymore. It was like it was no longer there. So there's many things that can happen being on Depo. And then another thing, I guess, what else am I trying to think of? Like, for me, I was on Depo for 3 months, and that's it. And I already had all these crazy side effects. There's some people who have been on Depo for 9, 10 years, sometimes longer. People who have been on Depo for that long, I don't even understand or comprehend why you would want to be on Depo that long. Like, some people have to be on Depo for health reasons and all this, other stuff that I've read. And driving it makes you nuts, So if you're on Depo and you're trying to read the side effects and find out what's wrong with you, stop. Like, I repeat that again, stop reading so much. It's like, people will post blogs and post whatever they want and be like, this happened to me and that happened to me and this happened to me and oh my god, Depo's horrible. Stop reading it. Eat healthy. Do what you normally do. Go out and have fun. Even if you are depressed, even if you want to hide under your covers, even if you, feel like you are lonely and this and that and the other, if you have best friends, if you have a boyfriend, suck it up and go have fun. Go do something. Don't let Depo, ruin your life for the first 3 months that you're on it, or if you decide to get on it longer, I don't know what you're thinking then, because Depo is awful. Like, yeah, I thought Depo would be great, because when I first got on it, I was just, like, getting to know my boyfriend. Now, if I would have known, like, how in love I would have been with my boyfriend, and obviously wouldn't know that when you first go on a date. Oh my god, I'm being in love with him. No, you don't know that on a first date. I mean, you can tell it's great. You can tell, that it's going somewhere, after the first couple of dates or here and there. But on the first couple of dates, you don't know that that's the person you want to spend the rest of your life with. I mean, some people say, oh my gosh, like, he's so perfect, which is what I said on my date exactly, honestly. But, it takes time in relationships before you know that that's the person you're going to marry, that's the person you're going to have children with. And now after dating him for the amount of time I've been dating him, it's like, you know what? I wish I never would have got on this if I would have known this. Because he and I do want to get married soon, and he and I do want to have kids soon. So, like, if you're planning on having kids soon, and you're planning on getting married soon, say no to Depo. Like, I am boycotting Depo. You want to get on it, you want to try it, you'll see what I mean. Not everyone is going to have the same side effects, of course. I might bleed on it 24/7, and you might not bleed at all. But there's probably still going to be the mood swings. There's probably still going to be, somewhat of the depression. There's probably still going to be some of the weight gain. Most people that go on Depo do at least experience the weight gain. If you're on it for 9, 10 years or more, you could experience bone loss. Osteoporosis is in older women, and that's bad enough. And then to get on Depo, and experience what a 70-year-old woman is experiencing because you've been on Depo for 9 to 10 years, and you're only in your 20s, thankfully that didn't happen to me because I was smart enough to get off of Depo for, after 3 months. So, if you got on Depo and you're trying to get pregnant now, don't get depressed. Don't, think it can't happen. Don't think, oh my God, I'm infertile now because I got on Depo. But if you are trying to get off of it, don't even go back for the second shot. Just do away with it. Be like, I'm done. So, that's pretty much what I have to say about Depo. If you go on the blogs and you start reading stuff and acting crazy like I was, because you're like, oh my God, this is so horrible, and you start reading what everyone's saying, and you start believing it and reading everything that they're saying, you're going to drive yourself nuts. And how do I know that? Because I drove myself nuts. Reading what this person said, I even read about people that said, I was on Depo for so many years or whatever, and that's why I had a miscarriage. But in the earlier posting that they wrote on the blog, they said, oh, I have a family history of miscarriage. I have this or I have that or whatever. I've had miscarriage before I even got on Depo. Guess what? That probably means that they would need to be on, some kind of special fertility medicine anyways. So, don't believe everything you read on the internet. You will drive yourself nuts. Even if it is, a medical help website and people are posting things, it's because they're posting their own experiences. Heck, if I wanted to go on a blog site right now, I can go type whatever I want, and then everyone will read it, and then someone like me or you could go on site and read it, same thing that I posted 5 seconds ago, and then you go read it, and you're going to drive yourself nuts. It's just not worth it. Let the time pass, let your body get back to normal. Don't go back for the second shot. Eat healthy. Do what you can to let your body get back to normal. There's no quick fix to getting back off of Depo. There's no reverse. There's no, oh my God, can I do this? Can I do that? No, you're just going to have to let your body get back to normal, wait it out, even though you don't want to wait it out because, it's horrible, it sucks. Sometimes it's painful. Oh, that's another thing I forgot to mention. After getting off of Depo, because it's not just side effects while being on Depo, there's side effects of getting off Depo. Oh, great. Yeah, sorry to say this, but there are. So, getting off of Depo, the side effects that I was experiencing were, cramping, pains, headaches, sometimes nausea. I thought I was pregnant sometimes because you get sore boobs, you get headaches, and, you feel like you're going to throw up and then you don't, or, you feel like you're really hungry or you feel like you're not so hungry, your appetite changes, your headaches, nausea, back pain, all common pregnancy symptoms. So then you start thinking, oh, what if I'm pregnant? Well, guess what? If you're on Depo or just getting off Depo, you're probably not pregnant because Depo prevents pregnancy. So those are all the other, more lovely side effects to look forward to getting off of Depo. So, I wish doctors would tell you more, even if it's a women's clinic or a doctor or whoever you're seeing, would tell you more about Depo before you actually just agree to pay the $80 and then get the Depo shot that's supposed to last for the next 3 months. That's what happened. Went into a women's clinic, they said, okay, here's a pamphlet, read this, fill it out. And all that it said was, it prevents pregnancy for the next 3 months. If you are pregnant or whatever, you probably shouldn't be getting this shot. but they do a urine test anyways beforehand to make sure that you're not. So, I mean, that's pretty much all that's told to you. They don't tell you about bone loss. They don't tell you about junk food cravings. They don't tell you about the moodiness. They don't tell you about the mood swings. They don't tell you about anything, really. I mean, all the cons and negative stuff, they do not go over that because they're administering and sending the shot out. You know, is it going to kill you? Probably not. You know, not that, you know, most likely not. You know, 99.9%, you know, there's like that 1% chance. I don't even know if it really can. I mean, I really don't think it can. So, you know, is it that bad? No. But, you know, there's just a lot of things to consider before you agree to get on Depo and pay that $80 or however much it is in your state. But definitely do your research. Do not drive yourself crazy with the research because you will overwhelm yourself. But this is my video about Depo, and I am boycotting it. Do your research. Don't get a headache and don't overwhelm yourself. Know the side effects of Depo before you agree to get the injection. If you're trying to get pregnant, definitely don't get on it. That's basically it. Hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully it was informational. And that's about it. Love you all. Hope you watch my video. And I'll do another video hopefully much sooner. Good night.